Cooking meat. Did we eat tongue? What happened with the title? Man's soup pinned down by tongue, neck gripped tight. I fought tears swelling, looking up at me. You can make your own choice. Her words echoed in my mind at this moment. Phantom emerged in my mind. The figure of the phantom resembled me. Stood with a conical hat, straw coat, and a long sword. The wind stirred his attire, yet he remained steadfast. He turned eyes sharp but noble. Not a wolf's, but a hero's gaze. He gritted my teeth, burst up, charging at tongue. Dude! A loud impact reverberated, and knocked tongue off of man's soup. He hit the ground but swiftly rose again. Tang rose, eyes brimming with rage and murder. He probably didn't expect I'd knock him off some lying brat. He rode brandishing a dagger from his waist. With a gleaming blade in hand, he sprinted at me. Sick! I scuffed, staying vigilant. Bending slightly, steadying myself, eyes fixed on the approaching dagger. Whoosh! Focus, I dodged Tang's first strike. Just don't let me sleep and I'll live on this one. Thud. On a second strike, I grabbed his elbow. Fifth spin, I was behind him. Oh! Right hand seized his blades, left arm locked his neck. Half strength restrained, the other guided his blade toward his neck. He eyed the blade creeping towards his neck. My grip against his against the blade. A struggle. He resisted. Why is the text wiggling? Why is the text wiggling? He resisted, slightly weaker. I pushed, slightly stronger. The tiny strength gap made the blade inch closer. I edged the dagger closer, inch by inch, toward his neck. He glanced wide-eyed at me. I held my gaze. Sweat dripped from his brow, muscles straining as he fought to break free from my hold. Like a python, I tightened my grip, preventing his escape. That hurts me too. Plunge. Finally, I guided his hand, driving his own dagger into his neck. The blade pierced skin, then throat. Blood flowed down the blade. The eyes widened, flicking between the blade and me. Anger and disbelief flashed in his gaze, questioning my resolve. But beneath a plea for mercy, a fear of death sadly begged from his eyes. Years of blooded blades taught me not to swear on any enemy who once fought me. Plus, I knew him too well. If I let him live now, he might not hesitate to kill me later. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's disgusting! Oh! This does drove me to push through. I think I'm gonna have a bad ending. This does drove me to push the blade deeper into his neck. I clenched my teeth, a grunt muffled in my nose, pushing with all my might, driving the dagger deeper until half its blade disappeared into his neck. Yeah, I think, because this is what I'm thinking. I need Tang for the negotiations and everything. But at the same time, I don't trust him. His muscle tense, trembling, he turned to glare. His eyes flooded with anger, defiance, sorrow, fear, and plea. Tears flowed, every inch of his skin strained for air. I held him firm, one hand tight, the other letting blood flow. I twisted the dagger in his hand like turning a key halfway, feeding the blood. Our eyes met throughout. Mine held something purer. Only icy intent to kill filled my gaze. I think I made the bad decision here. I just realized that. I just think I really have a bad decision here because we need Tang to negotiate and like do the groundwork while I'm just a bodyguard. So I don't know if I really made the right decision here. Maybe the lamps will be confiscated from me if that really happens. Blood dripped to the ground, blooming into the crimson flowers. He fought in my hold, weakening face draining of color. Blood ebbed, legs faltered, then with final breath, after a silent struggle, he went limp. Like, I don't care if the lamp get out. What I care is that where are they going to? Like, if they escape, am I sure that they won't get harmed as the swine demon will do to them? That's what I'm concerned about. Not them escaping or like lying to me or something. I stayed silent, gazing down at him amidst the blood. On his back, eyes unblinking, skin drained of color. Kneeling, I checked his nostrils. Dead.
良爷，他死了吗？
Yes, I killed him.
为何良爷那么果断就杀了他？
Mansup trembled, her voice shaky. She asked me. She wanted my help, but she didn't expect me to kill her companion so swiftly for her sake. About 2 years ago, we robbed a caravan but spared a stable boy to drive for us. The boy pretended to comply but secretly led us astray, aiming to deliver us to the barracks. When the truth came out, the boy panicked. Tom promised him money to keep him quiet first. But once we reached familiar roads, he not only killed the stable boy but also hunted down the boy's 80-year-old mother and took her life too. What? What does the 80-year-old mother have to do with it? Freaking Tong! He always had a score to settle. If he's wielding a blade now, he's got a bone to pick up with me too. I kept that grudge until he finished me off. Better to end him today than wait for him to end me someday. I turned to Mansup slowly, my gaze fixed on Tang's corpse.
良爷为何相信我？
Just a gut feeling, and it's more about not trusting him than trusting you. You're right. That's what I'm talking about. If you just really scale, both of you, Tang is really not trustworthy. Not buying Tang's proposal.
什么提议？
Didn't tell you before, but I thought this job was about selling you off as maids or servants, so I took it easy. But guess what? Found out yesterday you're being sent to work as lamb dishes, and damn, knowing cities got swine demon eyeing you out for dinner. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I couldn't go through with this job, so I told him I wanted out. At first, he wasn't keen, but after dinner, he changed his mind and made a proposal that satisfied me. Suggested he will sell you to all tomorrow. I quit Shanzhou and we're done with this job. Then once he's in Liang, he'll buy a few lambs himself to deliver, and if he makes extra, he'll give me a share. Something about this doesn't sit right, and him so agreeable this time is unusual. I calmly filled Mansup in on everything, including Tang's offer. Oddly enough, sharing it with her made me feel lighter.
我觉得良爷想的是对的。仔细想想便知，若是他能直接买洛阳的孩子交差，那为什么要走那么远的路来用我们？
Right, it's too troublesome.
必定是因为某个原因，更想要闪帝的孩子，或者说，他为了避嫌，必须要从更远的地方，经过好几手才敢买孩子。
Oh, impressive. Just by listening to me, you've sorted out what I couldn't. Got a sharp mind. I praised her. Indeed, her explanation helped me understand. Come to think of it, her sister got snatched by swine demon too. I lied about marrying her and took her away. How old was her sister? Probably a few older than her, right? I don't think she has a sister.
你之后打算怎么对我们？
Yeah, she planned for us here on. As I thought about Mansup's sister, she suddenly asked me another question. It got me stuck for a moment. It happened too suddenly. At first, I just didn't want them to become lamb dishes. Then I didn't fully believe Tang's proposal. But I haven't even thought about what to do with them after Tang was gone. When she asked, all I could think of is go along with Tang's fake proposal from earlier. Tomorrow, I'll ask the waiter, find some Shanzhou human traffickers and sell you off for money.
不行，良爷，
seems really upset. Why not? I killed the partner I've worked with for 5 years just to save your lives. Now I have to figure out how to deal with the body and make run for it. Got myself into a mess, but I'm not trying to get you killed. Can't I at least sell you for some money? I shot her a glare. Meanwhile, I couldn't shake the feeling that this lass was pushing her luck after I killed Tang for them. Man Soup saw my unhappy face and started to act more friendly.
梁爷，消消气。我不是说在山州卖我们不行，只是梁爷的想法有欠考虑的地方。梁爷不像是星爷，你和那些人牙子混得不熟。琼华也说过，星爷趁我们不在时，好像是去外面联系什么人了。
Oh,
你如果明天去找那
what's
些
with
人
that?
牙子，他们没见到舌头，很可能会猜到这一切。那样不仅我们有可能还会被送到屯阳那里去，可能你之后也会被屯阳报复。梁爷，你现在在暗处，他们在明处，你可不能自己主动从暗处走到明处啊。
Should we just stay in the shadow then? You laid it out straight. Made sense. I'm not tied with the locals like Tang, right? That's what I'm telling you. Telling them off without him, locals might get nosy. Too risky, their lives, mine, all on the line. What's her take on this? I look at her seeking advice. Her clear thinking earned my trust, got me wondering about her
我
thoughts.
想想，
She scratched her chin, pacing by Tang's body, lost in thought. But something.
我有个想法。
Kill.
首先，我们必须要处理好信爷的尸体，确保他的尸体不被任何人发现。然后，梁爷可以自己做人牙子，把我们送去各自合适的地方。
What does that mean? Can you explain
我们
more?
四个家庭不一样，来历不一样，要去的地方自然是不一样的。红儿和翠儿这对姐妹，家里喂不活她们，我觉得没必要再把她们送回去了。梁爷可以把她们卖给身边不愁吃喝的亲友，既能安顿好她们，也能换一笔钱。琼华是被拐来的，梁爷可以想办法联系上他的家人，跟他们再去要一笔钱。如果他们能筹一笔钱，就把琼花送回去；不能的话，就把琼花卖给愿意要她的人。
I don't have friends.
梁爷不愁吃喝的亲友。
I don't have friends.
Huh?
Wait. The plan has a big problem. I don't have rich relatives or friends. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have friends. Actually, I don't have anyone I can ask for help. Spoke it short carefully, and Mansop looked a bit surprised. Like she pity me now because I don't have any friends. She might be surprised that at twice at her age I still have social skills of an orphan. My father. It's man soup and my father had a small business. No rich friends. My parents went rogue, tied the knot, solo, cut clan ties, so no family to reach out to.
好可怜。
She really pities me now. No need for your pity. Man soup gave me a pitying look, and I shot back, thinking about it now. I didn't really have many friends. My connection had always been weak in this big world. Was there anyone willing to lend me a hand? Pondered for a moment and suddenly thought of someone. Alright, I thought of someone. Oh, sorry. Who? Back in the famine, there was someone I met. I think she headed to Jizu. She should have the means to support you all, has quite a network and reach out to some people. My relationship with her isn't great, but I did save her life once. Might be worth a shot to ask. I said to Mansup, recalling the person's face.
那咱们就去亥州找那个朋友吧。太好了。
Mansup relaxed when I mentioned my choice, showing my genuine relief. Quite her knack for fibbing. Her happiness seemed real. Cared about those lamps, but... However, Tong's body is still on the floor. Planned out everything for them. What about you? I asked her, puzzled about what she had in mind for herself. Talked a bunch, but didn't bring her up herself. She looked down, thinking for a bit. Then she looked up at me. Think about why I asked, or maybe her own plans. Soon she told me what she was thinking.
我仔细考虑了一番，还是打算去洛阳。
Oh,
我没法不报仇。
what's with the revenge though? I don't have a sister. So, you want me to take you to the pork demon?
对，只送我过去就行。麻烦梁爷了。
No.
梁爷，你先别，不行，先听我说。梁爷杀了星爷，再把其他几个孩子都送走，这事很容易暴露。为了不暴露，你可以还是把我送到屯阳那里去。然后你说星爷把其他孩子都拐跑了，只剩下我了。这样的话，梁爷可以把丢了孩子的罪责全推在星爷身上。这样，他们除了给钱少一些，估计也不会太为难梁爷。梁爷平了一件事，也少了一个仇人。
Oh, that's a perfect plan. It's so naive if you think that'll work. I don't know how tight Tang is with those human traffickers, but this story won't stick. They'll trust a dead Tang, not a live me. Once Tang's out, there's no turning back. I plan my escape down south, far from north. Thinking I risk going to Liang just to end up dead? That's a foolish and pointless. Okay, that makes
我并非是为了
sense.
梁爷考虑啊，我就是想复仇。
And it's not about your vengeance too, it's about me risking my life
姐姐
going
死后
there.
他便一直在我的梦里，我睡不好，必须要复仇。
You don't have a sister, stop it. I stared at her and she looked back at me with a determined expression. Tears welled up in her eyes as if she was looking through me, focused on something beyond. It was obvious her need for revenge was strong. Fine, fine, fine. If you insist on going to your doom, I won't stop you. Take you to Liang, sell you off, and then make a run for the south as soon as possible. I sighed and looked at her, saying I guess that's it then.
谢谢梁爷。
She nodded, all smiles. What if Tang is already talking to other human traffickers to be on cahoots with him because he's planning to kill me? Maybe that's the point of him. I just didn't get it. What's there to be happy about? It's like she's completely detached, like she's not the one being sold, the one facing death. Alright, we're done talking. Let's get started with the first thing. Now we get to figure out what to do with Tong's body.
梁爷打算怎么处理星爷的尸体？此刻正在宵禁，明日店小二也会清扫整个客栈，一定要在这之前把尸体处理好。
Yeah, and you know this is a wooden
这家店不是一
floor.
般的店，是人牙子常用的店。若是让那店小二知道星爷死在店里，他肯定会通报给陕州的人牙子。
Mansup looked at the body, lost in thought. Well, among all of that, out in the boonies it's simple. Find a spot away from folks and bury it. In the city, I'm stumped.
梁爷，我们也可以在城外埋呀，为何不行？
No. Body's too big and too bloody. Can carry it out without raising suspicion. Imagine wrapping it in a cloth and putting it on a horse. Someone's bound to notice. I slowly told Mansup. Well, imagine this. Guards at the gate ask question people smelling blood, seeing a pack horse carrying what looks like a human-shaped body's bundle. It's a recipe for disaster.
也是。
Mansup thought hard. What to do now? Should we bury the body in the inn's yard or try bribing the waiter to help? Nah, too risky. Can't depend on just a waiter.
梁爷，
Yeah.
我有一个想法。
Just as I was thinking, Mansup seemed to come up with something. What
我只是
idea?
随便一提，这想法虽好，但我担心梁爷不敢做。
Mansup sighed deeply and looked at me seriously. Oh, what's there I wouldn't do? Chuckled, feeling she underestimated me. Okay, ooh. Thing happening. Lever came down again, slicing through the meat and bone laid out on the stone surface. Oh my gosh! We're going to really cook tang? Oh my...